This one's going to be a doozy. I'm going to explain why I use AI and why it's so exciting for me as an artist and someone who's creative and has a similar brain like mine, and why I find it so valuable. In the past, I was doing, in order to get my reference photos for my paintings, I would have to do a lot of cut and pasting and like crude Photoshop work and manipulate my photos through Photoshop. And of course, that's also the way I generate a lot of ideas, is like adding things and subtracting things in Photoshop using like celebrities or certain body types and even mechanics and all that stuff. And I would put my images in Photoshop and, like I said, cut and paste them into somewhat of a desired image, and then I would use that as my reference when I'm painting. And that's how I can have like those surreal kind of like mixed collage type style paintings based on manipulating basically stock photos in Photoshop. Now what's happened is with AI, I'm kind of plagued, especially at certain times in the day or certain times process of coming up with ideas. I get overwhelmed with ideas. Like there's so many ideas, it becomes stressful or exciting for sure. Exciting is a better word than stressful, but it's also overwhelming. That's a better word than also stressful. It's overwhelming and exciting. And I have all these ideas, and when I stick them into a generator, I can see something, even if it's not quite what I was thinking. But sometimes my idea doesn't even have like a clear image that comes with the idea. It's just like, oh, that would be interesting if that took place, or if this merger happened, or this crossover happened. And when I use the AI image generators, even if they're crude or kind of confused, it gives me some sort of reference, some sort of like starting point. And then I immediately go, yeah, that's a good idea. Let me keep working at that. Or I go, nah, there's nothing there. And that, we're saving hours a week based on when it comes to my idea processing. And because I'm using the AI generator to come up with ideas, I can get out so many more ideas and flesh them out so much more quickly that I can see a lot of different options and see what opportunities lie there. And that for me is just a game changer. It's such a game changer. The other thing I'll add is what happened is, if there was no reference, or it was really kind of like a impressionistic like style where I was really using no reference or very limited references, I would get to closing a painting and see the idea come to life. So I had an idea, I start painting. Like I said, whether I'm using some references or not. I continue to execute and create. And as the painting comes to an end, I look at it, I'm like, that's cool. But if I knew what it was going to look like, I wouldn't have painted it. Which has happened to me in the past. And so it's like, not only am I spending all the time coming up with the idea, then when I paint it, I'm spending that time, and I'm like, oh, if I would have saw anything remotely close to this, I probably would have gone, that's cool, but I'm not going to paint it. So the AI allows me to see something, and I go, oh, there's something there. There's something there for me to work off of. And like, what a gift.